Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you guys have not already, hit that subscribe button. In my last video I showed you guys how to install the head unit. So now that you have the aftermarket head unit installed and you want to put a sub in, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do that. Let me just go to the trunk because that's where I have my sub. So this is the Rockville 50 watt sub. So this sub was in the G. I took that out because it fits much better in here. In the G I had to like take the whole carpet off, the flooring, the spare tire out just to fit this. But yeah, it fits perfectly fine in here. I'm gonna put like a smaller sub probably in the G, maybe like under the seat sub. And yeah, so let's get started. So on the side you guys see that there's two RCA cables. You have a main power wire, you have a remote wire, and a ground wire. So in the BMWs, the battery is actually right in the trunk. So the power wire is just gonna be routed to the battery, and you could probably find a ground point somewhere in your trunk, so those two wires can stay back here. The remote and the RCA cables are gonna have to go to the head unit. There should be probably some clips that you should take out. I just never put them back in. I actually just mounted this fuse because it came with one of these fuses instead of like this one. So I just mounted that to the frame, and this is the sub main wire. I kind of just put it on to the battery, the positive side, and screwed it on. So yeah, that kind of just wires right to the spot on the sub, which is the 12 volt. Then I have my ground wire, which I wired up just to a piece of metal in the trunk with this screw. And then you have the RC cables and the remote wire, which I wired around this way. So I kind of just followed these wires. It goes on this side of my back seats, and then it goes down. But these seats do not come down easy. You would have to, I don't know where it is, but there's like a little clip back here. You would have to like use a screwdriver and unlock the back seats. There's one on each side you would have to do, but I can't really get back here right now. But that kind of just unlocks your back seats so you can pull them down. So now we go into the back seats, and you just want to pop this off. Oh. Got one side. I got the other side. So I'm not gonna pull this whole thing out, but there is like a star, I don't know what it's even called, but it's like one of these, like for the, it's like a star Allen key, but this comes with like an attachment that I can use. I kind of just used my impact wrench for that because these ones were kind of hard to get out. But there's one right there, and there's another one over here. Once you take those two out and you move the two clips in the trunk with a screwdriver, then these seats will come right out. And yeah, so my factory wires that I showed you guys in the trunk, that I wired the RCA cables and the remote, I just wired it the same route, which it comes down here and it comes pretty much right out here. Then you just want to remove these plastics, and yeah, I just kind of just neatly wired it with that. Then I just pushed it down all the way so it's not getting smushed when I put these plastics back on. And it kind of just wires all the way up. It wires all the way up to over here. And yeah, so right here is the constant wire for my stereo. That was in the other video. You don't need to worry about this one right now. I have the two RCA cables right here also. And then you have the little blue one, which is the remote wire. And then I just wired it up underneath my glove box and right into the back of the head unit. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, I have 2 RCA cables, but I think this head unit only takes 1. So I already wired both of them, so I just kind of left it. But I'm pretty sure only 1 is connected. So now that we have the head unit out, so here's the RCA cable. See, look, there's the second one that's not being used. So yeah, here's the RCA cable going to the sub input, and then my remote wire is connected to the ignition wires. So when you have the key in the ignition, you turn it on, this starts up, and then the sub turns on, because you don't want the sub running 24/7. So but yeah, so that's pretty much it for the sub. And now you kind of just put everything back together and you're good. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.